Three, two. Welcome to another exciting episode of Master or Not with our wonderful heroes, Wilda, the Water Wolf,
Woof. Woof, 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 woof.
Transient, the Matter Manipulator,
No one can see me. Ha 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 ha.
Rowan, the Living Glass,
Oh, look, fresh enemies. Run.
Spencer, the Super Cat,
Do you guys think it's possible that if I grab a rock and make it heavy enough, I can't carry it anymore?
Faith, the Technomancer,
I have been back in Pyragol and conscious again for maybe 2 minutes, and I have already been kidnapped. Why is my life like this?
and Dahlia, the Living Dead Girl.
I have been teleporting for 3 hours.
Last time in our heroics, the group in the material plane was able to make it back into Pyrogol after a long sought adventure and managed to avoid a slew of other trinket time stallers that would have been stalling them had time not been overhauled with flying jets. Meanwhile, in the spiritual realm, two of the three forces have collided as Wilda and Transient manage to accept the deal and guide the cats that Freya's normally has at her side back to Freya from the land of Niflheim. And upon their venture, they stumble upon a harrowing sight as Rowan manages to disarm the Abram tank with a series of knowledge and sheer glass-like force. In her bid to find out who was driving, she managed to overbreak the emergency latch and open up to reveal three harrowing demon-like beings from beyond this realm, which they shouldn't even be inside Folkvanga. And yet here they are, trying to take out Freya. As we pick back up with Dahlia. For the first few seconds, you're currently still hopping through the shadows. Your main focus was trying to find your friend Rowan, right?
Yes. She's focusing on Rowan and just teleporting blindly. Because it worked to find Grandma, damn it. And Rowan may be changeable, but she's going for the Rowan she knows. Because that's probably the most recent one.
Go ahead and give me an intellect check.
Alright, am I using perfect Dahlia intellect, I'm assuming, since she's not, decomposing?
I mean, you're technically a spirit. I'll give it a slight this time.
Alright.
While you're on this side of the...
intelligence is a +8.
Yes?
It has been so long. I have to remember how to roll.
Be right back.
Okay.
You better not be too far. You're taking care of some demons here shortly.
Roll 1d20 plus 8. 20!
Get a good look at that 20. Alright. So as you are crossing over, relying on sheer faith to get your way back over to your friend, you manage. You first hop over Betty's long lost car.
I don't get why you're laughing. What did you say?
I'm sorry. You have to forgive me. I happened to click on general chat at the wrong time, and your friends are debating whether your grandma would be using a Chevy Silverado or something else.
No, she has a motorized scooter. But it's like super souped up, but in like a redneck way.
No, Ace, you've misunderstood. Spencer started Grandma Got Mauled by a Chevy Silverado, and I went on to say the second one.
So you're currently flying through space after leaping off your grandmother's vehicle in the motorized scooter, and hopping through where you're hoping to find your friend. Which, after seeing several thralls, you manage to get close to the edge of where you happen to peer the the previous side of the tank attacking Freya. You see your friend Rowan off in the distance, and as you're approaching, you find yourself just hitting this like awkward glass walls around where they're at. You're like at the edge, but just haven't found the proper opening.
Okay. She's just. Can she not teleport inside it? Because like that's how teleport works.
You're using the shadows in order to teleport, yes, but there's this Fulkenberg has this like constant glow amidst itself that only shows the that doesn't have exact shadows.
So, hey Ace, could
Go
you
ahead, Herbie.
describe the tank to me?
The tank is an M1A1 Abram with the back hatch now fully removed. If you do
Top
take a
hatch.
moment, what's up?
Top hatch.
Sorry, top hatch fully removed.
The back hatch is an engine.
Well, the hatch isn't that big. It's just enough for like a person to get out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna teleport into the fucking tank.
All right, I'm gonna need an initiative roll from you as we begin at the top of the round.
Okay. I see no way this could go poorly. All right.
And your initiative will kick in next round.
All right. Here it rolls.
Immediately goes first.
Oh, that would be hilarious. It's plus 8.
DM didn't post what the
I
initiative
did it
was.
wrong. Ed did it
I did not.
wrong.
Thought I did. Ah, shit. All right, 1 second.
22.
Shut the fuck up there!
No, I was laughing at the hashtags. Thank you.
You know, I say that with love. Oh my goodness.
Let's see, what is Rowan's initiative? Because Wilda's is 16. Transience is 8. Rowan's is 17. So, yes. The zombie goes first.
And yes, Tank Girl came out in, I believe, the 80s. So
Are you
Dolly's
saying
gonna-
that I'm going first? Or that I called it that she's going first? That's fantastic.
Well, we don't know what the enemies rolled, but amongst the players, she's going first.
She's going first next round as she spots you guys already in mid-action. She hit the bubble and is using her teleport ability to enter.
Which is a move
Okay,
she still has in
okay.
action.
That just gives me more time to post Tank Girl gifts, so. Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I was just saying. I didn't hear anything.
The DM was a wee bit short-sighted and forgot to toss out initiative formation. So, Dahlia, yours starts next round as we follow up with the Black Stick Man now taking his turn as he elongates over the
You mean the black stick
other.
man that's currently stunned?
Shit, he is currently stunned, isn't he?
Look, I did a
Yes, he
good
was-
job with my slam, man.
Yep, he was not moving when Transient got up to him.
Right? He's currently a bundle of sticks. His turn passes. Is now Roman's. Rowan, it is your turn.
Yeah. So, cue the Doom music as Rowan basically begins to march towards the nearest, biggest, meanest looking demon.
Okay, so
I
that
have
would be
no
the
idea what
Jane.
the battlefield actually looks like. We don't have a VTT here, so I'm kind of making this up as I go along.
Fair. You were currently about 10 feet away from it, given that you just broken off the top hat, and then watched as everything popped out before Wilda literally tackled the tank. Should make Christmas with the hashtags.
Oh yeah, it's getting really bad. But yes, could you describe the three demons to me again, please? I know one kind of retreated back into the tank, and Wilda's currently using that as a chew toy.
So out out of the three that you saw previously, currently inside, I believe was the Shogoth. The Daemon is off to the side. Uh, the Shogoth being this like large mass of eyes and mouths that became too frightened and immediately ran back into the tank before the pounced on it. The black stick man is currently in shambles, looking like a bundle of sticks have been stunned previously and now just getting over it. It looks like it's still able to like reform itself, but
That's somebody else's problem. I'm not dealing with Stick Figure Man. I am dealing with the other one.
so you're dealing with the gargoyle-esque Daemon, the one with the swole muscles, the short bat wings that are hovering over, that like barely look like it should be able to make it fly. That's the one you're looking at, which is currently on the ground. Last I checked. Currently still trying to get back up, waiting for the few seconds that it can. So it's currently prone.
Okay. I would like to do something a little ingenuitive, if I may.
Ah,
Rowan is going to make her arm into a crossbow. But the bolt is going to have a little bit of Rowan's. It's going to be a stringed bolt, if that makes sense. I'm going to aim it directly at the individual laying on the ground as I am approaching, um, and fire it with. Hopefully, my intent is for the demon to see me and lock eyes for a second, because my hope is that he puts up a hand to try to defend himself. My intention is for the bolt to pierce said hand, arm, or anything else, the tip of it to become barbed, and then start dragging him to me like a tow hook.
why does it sound like was it what? Heart attack.
I do have my Fiberglass crossbow.
Yes, but I'm not seeing the grapple feature on it. So with what you're
No,
trying
this
to
is me. This
do,
is me. Because it's still connected to me, I can still freeform it. Which essentially is allowing me to add barbs to the bolt. It's still connected, so it's still a part of my body, which means I can still freeform it.
I'm not arguing the free form. I'm just trying to check to see if you are actually capable of like grappling him.
Freeforming it would allow it to turn it into a grapple attack, yes.
All right, make a grapple attempt.
I don't need to make a ranged combat first. Fiberglass crossbow. Make sure I actually hit the mother trucker.
You're making him think stuff.
Ouch. All right, go ahead and you'll be making the shot. He is prone, so you'll have a -5 on the difficulty check.
Be a
Circumstance penalty.
-2.
No, I'm reading prone as prone is. Unless he has a +3 bonus to something else.
So that's not a.
Ranged combat fiberglass crossbow is a +10.
Okay, so that's your +10 to attack with a penalty.
A smaller target.
Well, go ahead and roll.
With what modifier, sir? Just to make sure I got the right one.
Range attack. Range attack.
Yeah, no, but he said that
You're
there
right.
was negative modifiers, so I wanted to make sure I did the right one.
It'd be a -5 penalty.
Okay, so I only get +5 because I normally have a +10.
Yes.
That is a 14, sir.
I believe he's the slowest out of them all, so that does hit. I'll make a toughness roll for him. 1 second.
I don't know if it matters, but I have 4 ranks in ranged combat, fiberglass crossbow, and 6 ability.
I'm just more worried about the damage calculation.
Haven't done damage yet. What is the damage for that damn thing?
It has a damage 5, so it would increase the difficulty.
To 20.
DC 20.
So toughness check 20.
He barely beats it by 1 degree. As you see him get grappled by your
Hold on.
shot, but
Hold on, DM. He doesn't take a bruise. Now the grapple check.
right, I'm overspeeding it.
Okay, what do I roll?
Roll a grapple.
G. Nope, none of those.
Then a grab.
G. I'm looking.
No,
Bottom.
I'm telling you its alternate name is grab.
Grab doesn't exist on my character sheet. I literally did a search for it.
It should be. It's
It's
on the
under
very
special.
bottom.
Yeah, because that's a basic attack thing.
You have a +4 in your grab.
Okay, but where do you see this so I can make sure to have it?
Are you looking at the Hero Labs?
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. Are you
It's
looking
under
at the PDF or are you looking at
PDF.
your actual?
I'm looking at the PDF because that's all I have.
Is it not on the bottom?
I believe it is the same as your unarmed, I want to say.
Close combat unarmed.
I think it's that, unless you have the grabbing finesse.
Yeah.
I
Or
believe
other
that's what it
things.
is.
Because I have a +9 in mine.
So it's just a +4.
I guess that is my unarmed.
Yes.
Got a
You can do
16
it.
there, DM.
As long as that beats his parry.
It meets it. So you are able to get one success on grappling as your hand manages to as your bolt manages to pierce his hand, though he seems to like accept it, tries to like break it by
It doesn't
clenching it.
pierce, it would just wrap DM. Because he didn't take a bruise.
Y'all so specific. Give him a minute.
It's important.
You're
So
Not
you're-
until we get to the fan art part. That's when it really matters.
So the bolt misses the hand, but does wrap around it on as he tries to knock it away, causing it to turn into a proper hold onto it. It's a bit loose, but you can still pull him from where he's at.
So essentially, I'm going to try to intimidate him. I'm reeling him in towards me while my other hand is becoming a massive scythe. And that will conclude my turn. Because I don't think I can close the distance all right now.
No, because he was about, I want to say 30 feet from you after being knocked down.
Right. So I'm essentially just trying to intimidate him. As I'm marching towards him, basically, you're not going to escape me. Come here.
All right, it is now Puddle's turn.
She sniffs. Yeah, she's got the Abram in her mouth, apparently like a chew toy. But she sniffs. Her ears twitch. Where's Edward? That's internally. She can't speak in this form.
For a second, I thought you meant me.
No. Her tail
So-
goes between her legs. She starts whining. And she looks very frantic.
All right, so what else are you doing?
One of my complications got hit.
All right, fair, that's fair. Go ahead and take a Benny.
I don't need to take a Benny. I'm just letting you know one of my complications got hit. I'm actively looking for him, and I will be holding my turn until I see him.
All right.
Should you roll a perception check, or is there like no point?
There's no point. He has concealment 10.
Yep,
And
I'm
a
concealed from all
perception.
senses.
And her perception is only a +6, so even if she rolls,
No, you literally cannot see him. He is not perceivable unless you accidentally touch him.
that's fair. All right. So you're currently on hold.
Yep, because I don't know where he is, and I needs him.
All right, then we hop over to the diamond. As you start trying to reel him in about 20 feet, he's about 10 feet away from you, getting ready to be underneath your sight. You see him finally stand up using his action and turn towards you. No, not action, using half his, no, using his movement.
Yep. Uses the entire movement action to do it.
Before turning towards you, using his action to breathe a cone of fire upon you. Can you give me a fortitude roll?
Okay, I don't get to make an intimidation check or anything like that, right?
Not at the moment.
Fortitude. Hold on. Fortitude. There it is. It's a 7. Okay. This one, and then no, not just hashtagging.
Hmm.
Hero rolls. There it is. 1d20 plus 7. I got a 24, DM.
All right, so you do not. All right, so you don't take. You don't get. A toughness roll won't be needed to be made as you are able to endure the heat that comes off. That comes out of his mouth. This hellscape flame that seems to be bellowing from deep within him, deep within this demon, as he belches it out. But you're able to maintain your spiritual being as it endures the flame, able to ignore the sinister intention behind them.
So I just come out of the flames as though they weren't there. Just pure fury and utter concentration. Now do I get to roll an intimidation roll?
Next turn,
Okay.
you'll have a bonus.
I feel like it's Vegeta when Perfect Cell was around and he's just firing all the little blasts and just walking through it like, you're an idiot. Come here.
There's a roll for the Shoggoth to try to regain its confidence to reapproach out.
It has a zombie girl inside with it. Well, it has a perfect Dahlia inside of the tank with it.
A giant wolf shaking the tank around like a chew toy and a Dahlia getting ready to, I don't know,
Pow.
Dahlia,
do kablam.
inside the darkness of this tank that you're in, several eyes open up and stare at you. A voice whispers in something close to akin to a friend of yours, Rowan, the one that was speaking and causing havoc out there. Would you kindly tell your friend to drop the tank, please?
It uses Rowan's voice.
Yes.
Can Dahlia roll insight on that to see if she thinks it's actually Rowan?
Hold up. Why would Rowan ever say, please tell your friend to put down the tank, please?
Yeah, I have a feeling that's part of the insight.
Go for it.
All
That's
right.
not what Rowan
Because
would say at
Dahlia
all.
knows something's up, but like also Rowan is kind of aloof and like doesn't necessarily seem to want to admit that she likes people. So I feel like an insight is appropriate. No, not that. 17. I don't think I'm buying it.
Technically, you would have had an extra 2 points to that, given the circumstantial bonus and your edict memory.
Dahlia gets an evil grin on her face.
as its attempt to try to persuade you fails.
She says, "Actually, I have a better idea." And she yells, "Puddle, could you send this tank absolutely flying?" And she is going to teleport within the shadow of the tank onto Puddle's back.
So, Puddle, you suddenly feel a weight on your back. You have enough time to take a quick glance, hoping that it's Edward, but it's Dolly.
I know, but you can do this!
Meanwhile, the Shoggoth now that it's alone, will use the rest of its action to attempt to
Was that its
escape the
action or my
grapple.
turn? Oh, it was its action. I probably can't teleport during its turn. I thought it was my turn.
Yep, it'll happen on your turn.
Okay,
Top
well,
of
she
round.
won't teleport out then, I guess. She'll wait it out. She'll say, "I have a better idea," and still ask Puddle to throw the tank, but she'll be in it till her turn.
Puddle, does a 20 beat your grapple?
Eh?
Yeah, dirty 20.
20 is my grab DC.
Meets it, beats it.
Hold on. Let me see if I have improved hold. I have improved hold.
What does that
So you,
mean?
It has -5 to escape.
Gotcha.
so I rolled a 15.
Yeah.
So you feel this slimy bit try to go out through the top around your jowls, and as its attempt to try to flee, it feels your fangs bite down, causing it to initially flinch back, putting it back inside the tank. That is the end of its turn. Transients.
That's next to Stickman. That Stickman looks an awful lot like a scratching post right now.
He's Schrodinger.
Oh yeah, no, I am very much in Schrodinger.
Fairy cat.
Yep.
He also hears sad cries.
Yep.
So you were right next to the Stickman, which is barely seemed to become aware again after the stun, but has not repulled itself back up. Your allies are currently grappling both the other creatures, one with her jowl, the other with a long beaded grappling hook, from what it looks like, as she was preparing to scythe down this demon. What do you do?
I think I will indeed Benny that. Oh, that's a critical.
What are you doing, my dude? Wait, what do you do?
So, Schrodinger's Claws has Dangerous 4. Its crit range is 16 to 20. This is also a multi-attack. So let me ask you this. Is his parry currently a 33 or less? And if so, by how many degrees?
Given that it was just a stick man, he was supposed to have a parry of 21. And that's with the plus 10. So that's you said
Okay,
33, my good sir.
yeah, but it's a critical as well. So that is 3 degrees of success. So
Oh,
the DC for my damage roll for this, or for his toughness check, is currently sitting at, starts off at 20, goes up by 5 for the critical, it goes up by 5 more for the multi-attack, so the DC is currently 30.
unaware to everyone, the poor stick man who had unique features, unique abilities, and a strangeness that I was going to exploit here is completely shattered as this suddenly a random cat paw pops out from from the nearby nexus and immediately shreds up my poor black stick man.
My turn goes off because I can obviously smell him now.
Yep, he has appeared back in quote-unquote reality.
Yeah. So what's your action again?
I'm gonna bite down on the Shogoth using my
It's in
icy
the
bite
tank.
attack. And
I'm in the tank,
and
and you've heard me talk and know I'm there.
I'm gonna break the tank.
The tanks can get broken open.
Okay.
This power has breaking. Or the weapon break advantage. I assume that works for a tank.
It'll at least work for the gun on the tank.
The tank itself is a weapon. I'm pretty sure.
I think it counts as a vehicle.
It has the properties of a vehicle and a weapon. So the weapon parts were immediately blasted and broken by Rowan, and now the vehicle part is about to get cracked
Hey,
into
DM,
shambles.
that's a crit.
So Dahlia, I understand if you haven't had your turn yet, but your turn will be starting in here about right now as we return back to the top of the round.
Not end of my turn yet, DM. Not the end of
Rats,
Wilda's turn either.
double rats.
So I do have a question. How much did he fail by?
Yeah, it's a DC 24. So DC 29.
If I were to tell you that he rolled a natural 1 with a
Oh, he
plus
did.
6, I already described him being stripped into several
Yeah, that's
pieces of
Black Stick
bark.
Man. This is for Shogoth.
Yeah, this is Shogoth.
No, for him, I haven't had the chance to roll his yet.
Okay.
Yeah, DC's currently, what did you say, 29?
It's 29 because of the crit, yeah.
Does that mean Dahlia's gonna die too?
What? No.
Dahlia, you're immortal and regenerate. You'll be
I'm
fine.
also in the afterlife with no powers.
Ghost can't die, it's fine.
Okay.
We're just
We'll
finding
say
out what
that
Shogoth is happening.
the Shogoth rolled a 7 total.
So yeah, that's
Your
4 degrees down.
He's
Yeah, that's
incapacitated.
Yeah, he's uncapped. As for you, Dahlia, all Wilda's gonna do is just hold you in her mouth.
Can she selectively do that with her teeth?
I have
Well,
gravity.
you're right there at the entrance to the tank. She's cracking the tank in half, so
She's
the tank,
inside the tank in the shadows of it. She can't be where the light is.
yeah, and that's why I said DM, she still had an action on her turn, but Because your teleport isn't an action to do, if I remember correctly, right,
It's a
Dahlia?
movement, yeah. But I never got a move yet. The teleport wasn't in combat. So I think I died.
No, but I'll flavor it like this. As in all honesty, I thought you were using your so we were still riding the high of you actually teleporting out of there after the egregious failure.
No, I didn't get a turn.
Yeah, it hasn't been her turn yet. But Dahlia, what's your toughness?
Like this?
Yeah.
So depending on my sheet, I'm not immune. It's an 8.
So feel free to roll your toughness and re-roll it if need be.
There's also the fun idea of editing the scene and then having you just in one of the more
Oh, I'll
other
do that.
sides that were underneath her teeth.
I'll do that. I have enough bennies to edit the fucking scene.
Yep. The moment the tank cracks, you wind up in her mouth. You're at just the right point to do it. Means me do that.
So, Dahlia, you feel the pressure getting ready to encroach you, and you find yourself being kind of woven around the Shoggoth as it's trying to move you out of the way to escape this next crunch. But there seems to be a quick collapse, and suddenly you're in the cockpit. You're in the driver's seat that's been swiveled around, just in time to watch as the other side gets crunched by giant teeth. And as you're about to fall in midair from her jowls down to the ground, you see her catch you in the other section. You see her bite the other section and catch you as you swivel in the chair comfortably.
Also, I should mention, my tail's prehensile.
What does that have to do with anything?
She
I
can
could
catch you
catch-
with her tail.
I can catch you with the tail.
I thought I was in your mouth.
You are. ADHD and lack of sleep is a hell of a drug.
Don't make the joke. Don't make the joke. Don't make the joke. Don't make the joke.
Well, I was kind of hoping to use that gun. So, what does Dahlia do now? What happened?
Oh.
Dahlia waits for Transient to finish his turn.
Yep. Transient has wound up on top of Wilda's back.
Using the rest of his movements as Dahlia.
He
you
hasn't
feel
used
the-
any movement this turn. He was already next to the stickman thanks to his last turn.
Yes.
So yeah, he Schrodinger walks and winds up on top of Wilda's back. Actually, I have to roll concealment for this because of the way these abilities are interlinked. Not that one. This one. Thank you very much. Let's say plus 16 as well. Yeah, that is a 34 stealth with concealment 10 on Wilda's back, so Wilda knows someone's there.
I smell him, and then I don't smell him.
And then a small thump on back.
Yeah.
Alright, that's the end of Transient's turn.
Dahlia, you were
Combat over?
not yet.
Nope.
There's still a diamond to take care of as it's currently trying to escape out of Rowan's shackle. You're currently sitting in your seat with semi semi view of where Rowan is, but not Damon. You would have to escape out of the current placement. Which, while currently in Wilder's jaw, she's not clamping down hard enough to keep you inside, right?
I hope not. She nearly vored me.
Wait, what?
Hey, you're the one who dragged Vor into this. It's not me.
Yes. Oh yeah, no problem.
After I've
It's
Dahlia's
not
been
hell.
on my back. I've
could be much
licked
worse.
her. I've
I'm not
licked
on your
her.
back. I'm in your mouth.
Hold on, I know this. Just let me explain, damn it. I have licked Dahlia as Wolf Wilda before. I know what she tastes like. I would not hold her in my mouth.
So you put her down.
Yes, gently. She is covered in slobber, though. I can't stop that.
Okay.
And then a free action, give her a lick.
Dahlia gives you a weird look. Oh, hey.
Hey, it wouldn't be a 2000s cartoon if somebody didn't get eaten in some way, shape, or form.
I know, right? I just didn't expect it from Wilda. Okay, and she says, Rowan! And waves, and then remembers, oh yeah, fight. And let's see, there's a demon.
Actually,
How far is it from her?
You notice Rowan walking through the fire emitted from a demon, not even caring, with a scythe for an arm.
Well, I
From
mean,
where
that's
you're
just
at, it would-
hot. So, hence the awkward, like, waving and fail.
From where you're at, it would be about 20 feet
You're right back.
out of. Sorry, it would be 10 feet out of range of Wilda because she's taking up most of your current visual space. Then it would be about 70 feet away as Rowan is drawing her back from where drawing the demon back from where it landed.
Is it prone?
No, it had gone up.
All right, so I will. Let's see. It's kind of tempting to try to do one of the perfect Dahlia powers, but I don't know how much you've let me unlock. So I think I'm just gonna shoot the hell out of it. All right, and so I roll for multi-attack. I roll regular, and then it just. How does it work again?
So depending on your degrees of success against their dodge, it will increase the DC of the damage.
Okay, so she is multi-attack 5, and it's already a DC 20. So roll 1d20 plus 13. A nat
That is-
20.
Okay, so the DC is now 30, I'm pretty sure, because hey, DM,
Okay, I'm back.
what's the demon's dodge?
The demon's dodge was a 15, and that's with the additional 10. So seeing already 3 degrees.
3
Boom
degrees of
headshot?
success. So that is a DC 30 right now for his toughness check.
It's a nat 20.
Who nat 20'd? What?
I did.
Dahlia nat 20 on a
And
boom.
shooting in the head.
And
Well,
all I
well,
can hear right now from this is Spirit Gun!
Yeah.
I was gonna say everyone except for Rowan.
Everyone except for Rowan, what?
Crit this round.
Yeah, I can't crit for anything. but that's fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have an increased range. I think it's very rare to roll a 20 for me.
I don't have an increased range.
I know.
And given multi attack adds increases the DC by additional 2
5.
if it was 2, so it's a 5. So that technically the
DC is
DC would be
currently
35.
30. No, DC is currently 30 because base DC is 20 plus 5 for the multi attack because it's 3 degrees or more, plus another 5 for the crit. So DC is 30 for his toughness.
All right,
Also,
and he
DM,
fell by
look
2
at
degrees.
general.
I saw.
Okay.
I think assault rifle to the head did it.
We're waiting on his roll.
It's 2 degrees failure.
All right, so he is currently bruised and
Dazed.
dazed.
Dang it, I hate when shotgun to the face doesn't kill him.
They attack with shotguns? For real?
It's
No,
an
I
assault
was
rifle
making a
with
red
a-
versus blue reference.
Fair.
Red versus blue is amazing.
Yeah. I own the
They only
DVDs from this
have.
one.
Yep. So as of this point, the demon only has a standard action per round.
Too bad for it. 2 other people go before it. Rowan, it is your turn.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is roll that intimidation check because I am.
You have a +2 circumstantial bonus. Feel free to.
Okay. And I have to look up what my natural is. It's only a +1. Damn it. Okay.
A +3.
So, 1. Watch this be my crit.
Hmm.
Nope.
You know, it's Benny yet.
Why would I Benny an intimidation roll?
For entertainment purposes, why else?
You know, you prove a good point. 1d20 plus 3. And I will subtract a Benny. Oh, there's the nat 20.
Yeah, I was just waiting for it.
So you're pulling this this daemon closer, and as you do, you start giving this like air of puppy. What do you say to intimidate it per se?
Does she have to say anything at this point?
We're in the spirit realm. Air of menace is more than enough.
She
Fine,
just gives
alright.
it a look.
No. She doesn't say anything, but she gets the most eerie smile on her face as she raises the scythe arm up.
Okay, we're getting a Tanya smile out of this. It's good enough.
Tanya Harding?
Tanya did a good
Tanya's a
job.
tiny evil.
Tanya the evil.
Well, I mean, Tanya Harding. Never mind.
As you smile, it takes the demon a second as from 10 feet it doesn't recognize it, but as you pull it in for that last 5 feet, it sees the smile from a different angle, and it suddenly feels this core, piercing chill down its spine as it gets reminded of a previous other lord above it. I believe this is the part where you bring down the scythe.
Correct.
You're currently grappling it, so you do have an additional +2 circumstance.
It'd be a +2 circumstance bonus to the hit, yes.
So I get a total of a +10 because I have a +8 normal.
Carve it.
Roll 1d20 plus 10. Go. Got a total of a 17, DM.
His parry's a 15, so. Or is it a 20?
No, his parry's 15.
It is
Alright, so
damage 4.
Yep, even if you had multi-attack, it wouldn't matter.
I don't have multi-attack. Rowan's entire thing is hit once and hit hard.
We're gonna have to boost your damage on some of these attacks.
Trust me, I am probably the weakest strong person here.
It's at 24, right?
They said damage 4.
Damage is 4,
damage
so that's
4.
DC 19.
Yeah,
So another 2 degrees of failure.
Alright,
That
so
dazed
that
becomes
will
stunned.
staggered.
Yes. Which means permanent dazed.
Yep.
It is now Wilda's turn.
Depends. Rowan, you're gonna move? Because you can drag this thing with you.
oh, I had to finish closing the distance.
Okay.
As your blade carves into this daemon and starts like getting deep, it separates one of the wings off its back. The sound of stone clunking onto the ground can be heard crumpling. The demon, still remaining intact, looks over at you, begging you in its language to not go any further. Somehow you understand it, but all it keeps saying is Methuselah, Methuselah. Heaven forgive.
I mean, that
Hang
is
on,
fitting.
I actually hold on. I need before the end of my turn. 1d20. Rowan, in a moment of clarity, will realize that he might be worth more alive than dead to get information out of, and will stop trying to absolutely murder it and instead capture it now that it has surrendered.
Well, I don't kill. So I'm just gonna get closer. And just wait. So yes, technically the Shoggoth is alive.
It is a
We're
black
figuring all
pudding
that
on the ground. Right?
Yeah, it's incapped. It can't do anything.
Yeah.
Technically, Stickman's still alive, too.
Your
So,
stick man is stuck in the same temporal of is he alive or is he dead that Schrodinger is. You inflicted upon him. You caused Schrodinger's near death experience.
mind doing me a favor then? I need him to roll me a fortitude at DC 21.
The stick man? 1 second.
The Stickman.
It fell by a degree.
Okay. He's got fatigued on top of being incapped. Just had to do it before that. Because Puddle moved forward. Anything else, Puddle?
I'm gonna hold my or no.
Because you know where Transient's at. He's on your back. You can feel him.
Yeah, but I also know that this thing is severely hurt. And I don't want to accidentally kill it.
So what
It'd
will you
be-
do for this non-lethal moment?
Well, it's Mr. Demon's turn.
Oh yeah, because she said she was holding her turn, right?
Yep,
Holding
she
my
didn't do
action.
anything to him.
The demon in its current fright and encapsulation attempts to struggle free. That's the last thing to do here.
The only action is to try to break free.
Does a 17 beat the grapple?
No.
Probably not. That'll depend on Rowan.
Do I need to make a contested roll?
No, grab is a straight DC from your end. So
Okay.
what is your grab DC?
Well, remember, grab isn't on my PDF, so I have no idea.
From what I'm seeing, her DC for grab is a 16. This was
Okay.
special.
Okay, then 17
Double check.
beats it.
Double check her advantages to see if she has improved grab. Or improved grapple.
Improved aim, move by action, power attack, uncanny dodge.
There is no grab or grapple on my PDF document. I have done a search for them.
Okay, so he will break free of her grapple, but that will be his entire action. And he's got
Yep.
nothing else he can do.
Well,
He can barely.
I thought he had surrendered, which is why she stopped trying to kill him.
One, how dare you trust a demon's word? Two,
Oh no, I wasn't trusting his word. He was terrified of me.
just because I'm saying sweet words doesn't mean I ain't trying to do something. So the demon was trying to offer barter in order to keep itself alive, but was still trying to struggle and escape, being that it is still terrified of you. It is currently staggered though, and so it falls to the ground and just slowly like crawls like 5 feet away
Can't.
from you, and that's as far as it
No.
can go.
Can't.
Can't
No.
move.
Can't move. It's either action or movement. There are no 5-foot moves in this system.
So it's currently underneath you. It's skipping your grasp as it's trying with everything it's might to move, but it's stuck in the ground currently.
DM, I'm
It's
gonna
just
step on it.
cowering like a sad blob.
What'd you say, Puddle?
I'm gonna step on it. Using it as a grab.
Oh, it's prone again, so you got
Yeah.
a +5 bonus to the
You
attack.
did hold your action as you were trying to figure that out. Okay, go for it.
I gotta find hero rolls. Okay, +5 makes it a 14. Yeah, I did it. Well, I guess he has to make his DC 19.
I don't know which check it is for that. Because the grab doesn't require it to be. Could be a fortitude. Because it's a special.
It fails.
Okay.
Because it also gets the -5.
It fails horribly. It's currently caught pinned under your paw.
I can apparently do that as a free action because I have fast grab. I'm gonna intimidate it.
Alright. Intimidation, part 2.
Electric boom.
$31.
Alright, and it's a will save, and it's got a -1, -2 thanks to the bruises right now.
-2. Yeah.
Was it DC for the will save?
31.
Oh yeah, it failed. It failed horribly by 3 degrees.
You can always
Is that
consider it.
because I have fearsome presence, does that mean it's paralyzed?
As it stares up at you before someone goes comatose.
Oh, it's not unconscious yet.
Yeah.
I didn't say it went comatose just yet. I said before it goes comatose. But you guys do have it captured. You technically can consider this the end of the round.
You think a cat is going to let it let it sit there peacefully? Please.
Transient, it is your turn.
As he teleports right next to it, still invisible. I gotta check something. I can look for that later, but paralyzed means it can't move. None of this. Okay, whatever. It's prone as well. Yeah, that's a 31 to hit. With the multi-attack. What's his parry?
Freaking at this point nil. Perry would have been a 15, but with
You
it
mean
being
a...
pinned,
13.
Well, pinned would have been 13 because of the bruises. 3 degrees. The toughness check is currently a 25 for him. At a -2 penalty as well.
okay. So you said the DC was what again?
25.
That's more than 3 degrees.
And then he's encapped.
Are you using your claws or are you just bapping him?
Oh, this is... Please. He's prey. This is the finishing blow.
Okay, so how would you flavor this then, as you knock him unconscious?
Spectral claws come out of the tips of Transient's fingers as he quickly slides them. Let's see here. 3/4 of his body's gone, so he'll slide them across the neck. As a portion of his soul and life force just seem to disappear.
So where it was a neck seems to have gotten smaller as it eroded and then stolen away. The thing's eyes roll towards the back of its skull as it goes limp inside your paw. Yet by the strangest allowance, he is still breathing. I look towards Transient to see whether Schrodinger's your let this guy die or not.
He seems to be breathing. Remember, we don't get kill shots unless we specifically call for kill shots.
So yes, an augmentation of his throat does not equate to crushing his larynx. The demon is alive but unconscious now.
And
With that,
there's
you're
now
out
a...
of combat.
Yep, and there's now a transient on Wilda's paw. On top of Wilda's paw.
There's an applaud coming from behind you guys as Freya seems to be enamored with the two animal-like beings. This clapping does fade for a moment into the sounds of stepping as we flicker back into into the material world. Jace, you
Where?
said you were. Go ahead.
No, Jace is doing nothing. Jace has been picked up out of the car and placed on Wilda's shoulder and is being bridal carried by Wilda's body to a chair. Jace?
No, that's accurate. I didn't have anything to add. I
Okay.
just figured maybe the DMs do Spencer first, and Spencer has 8 minutes.
Spencer, you watched your friends get carried over to the medical area as you hear word uh, just about a disturbing water being that's not Wilda.
Are they currently active right now?
No, they seem to have had a last attack about 2 days ago, but their
No.
attacks seem to be periodical.
Interesting, interesting. I'm not smart enough to figure that out, but eventually when I am, I'll try and figure it out. Might take a few years. But right now I'm just kind of eating.
Spencer, you have eaten like half of the 20 stockpile pizza that Daniel keeps bringing to you.
Yeah, I'm going to stop at 10 and then just kind of like let the food settle.
Only 10 this time, buddy. Something all right on your mind?
Spencer's going to look at him and say, well, yeah, other people need to eat, right?
I'm
This is the
making their
first
pizzas
time
all personal.
Yeah,
What?
this is the first time he's ever like stopped eating because he realized other people need to eat.
Blink one. What? Well, yeah, of course, little buddy. That doesn't mean we don't have to worry about you too. But that's nice of you to consider them. Don't worry, I'll make a proper pizza for them each personally. Especially now that we got Jace's pizza machine up and running again. Apparently, it had a little trouble trying to recreate anchovies.
Where is Jace?
I believe your friends got taken over to the medical area. One to
Is
recruit,
he?
and two to see what's going on.
I'm going to head over to the medical area.
As you head over to the medical area, you hear the familiar sounds of the beats and waves, the sudden churn as you step and enter into the medical bay. You do see all of your friends, one unconscious, the others all staring at each other as the series of machines are currently hooked up to them.
I didn't bring Jace there.
Where'd you bring Jace, Hottie?
I'm bringing him somewhere private.
Okay.
Previous scene, there is a dust cloud and a spinning pie dish in the air.
Thank you. The clattering sounds of a pie dish inside the medical bay leave you distraught as a certain someone is not here, but you do see your other three friends, each one currently being scanned in order to find any abnormalities.
Where's Jace?
Does anyone answer back? Well, only two are currently able to answer back. One is currently still unconscious. Does the bard say anything?
Well,
Rowan?
Hati?
Oh, shit.
Sorry, it was cutting out there. Say that last bit again.
Spencer wants to know
Spencer.
where Spencer wants to know where Jace is at. Hati currently has him, and you're with Truth and Dahlia in the medical bay.
Yeah. So Bard Rowan is currently probably asking questions of truth, but they're stupid questions.
So Spencer, you enter in and in the middle of probably a silly question of what were spoons made for, unless
No,
you want to.
something like, okay, but if every single transaction requires equal sacrifice, then how do you judge what's equal or not? I mean, is it just like a whim, or do you have some kind of metric, or like, is there a scale involved?
It depends on what they're trying to do. An equal reaction just requires an equal amount of energy to be produced in order for that reaction to happen. In other words, if you were to create a pot out of clay, you have to have a certain amount of energy put into that pot.
And it's about
And
that point Spencer interrupts.
Where's Jace?
He's with Hati, last I
Which
saw.
one's Jace again?
Where's Hati?
Hati, where are you at?
Which one's Hati?
Honey's in a room with a chair and a lock on the door.
Howdy, make a stealth check for your hiding spot.
Will the stealth?
I mean, you are technically using Wilder's body.
I assume the body's no longer hindered and dazed.
Now, while Hazi's behind the wheel,
Okay, good to know. Her stealth, okay. Milo is asking for it.
all right, Spencer.
Did you hear a
Go ahead,
cat?
go.
Yes.
Yep.
That one is actually Sophia.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a
Has
perception roll as you
opinions, but
start
someone
looking
else
around.
can feed her. Gosh darn it!
As you start looking around, in order to find where Hati is, go ahead and roll your perception with your animal senses or extra vision.
And while you're doing that, but getting back to my question, what if you paid up that energy over time? Like, hypothetically speaking, I could spend years building up energy to ask this monumental favor. What prevents me from being able to do something like that?
It depends on the favor you're trying to ask.
Yes, but based off of your own metric, I mean, I could literally, work on that forever.
You
All right, go
could.
ahead, Spencer.
That's a 9.
Dan wants to know if you can Benny that.
I used every Benny I have. Let me check. Yeah, I don't have one, so I can't find them.
It is disconcerting as both Wilda and Jace seem to somehow found a place you haven't found in their base yet, despite your comfortable knowledge of the area. They seem to be well hidden inside. If not, are we sure they're even in here?
I'm trying every single door until I get to them.
Now it becomes a matter of not if, but when. When he comes across the one locked door that seemingly is barred from him entering on a gentle push. As you go jiggling at Mach speed, several doors open up, allowing you to see them. You go through, see different variety of files being left behind in the laboratory. You currently see Mama Fullinger currently neck deep in a robot. You go over to another room. You open that. You see all the stockpiles of pizzas that are currently frozen. Each door having just some random bit of the base to you, up until you come across this one locked door. 3 hours later.
With his speed, it wouldn't be 3 hours.
Yeah, you're right. I'm over exaggerating. 3 minutes later.
Oh, yep. I'm gonna knock on the door.
I just have one question for Legend, real quick.
Eh.
Is Jace the kind of handicap where he has to be buckled into a chair, or can he sit up on his own?
He has strength in his upper arms.
That's not what I'm asking.
His upper and mid back. We haven't had to tie him into a chair at all during this game, so I'm guessing he can sit up just fine.
Okay.
His back and his arms are perfectly fine. It's literally just the legs.
Okay.
So hips down.
Okay. I asked that because it doesn't mean Hottie's trying to literally strap him into a chair. And there's that misunderstanding.
So that means everything from the knees below don't. Got it.
No
Hips
thighs.
from below. Yep, hips, thighs.
I assume he's continent, so. But that's not a discussion we need to have on recording.
Nope.
I feel like he would have been executed if he wasn't, considering he's a descendant of Zeus.
Yeah. I mean, you knock on the door, Spencer. You're already.
Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
We're having
Spencer,
it.
how hard are you knocking on the door?
I don't know. Depends on if I detect that there's stress in Jace right now.
Well, the conversation hasn't started yet. Jason's mostly just confused.
All right.
That's it. So go ahead.
Hachi asked what I want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna say, "I'm just making sure Jace is okay. I haven't seen him in a while, and Jules is Jules. I only saw Jules all day long. I just want to make sure Jace is okay. Is he doing all right?"
I'm hanging in there, Spence. Thank you for the check-in.
Okay. He said he waits outside the door.
That do be cat-like features.
I imagine the entire time for this conversation, as after Greg has to leave, it's just Spencer trying to get his hand under the door like a cat.
Yep.
When it doesn't work, he just screams for 10 minutes.
DM, in the time that it took for Spencer to find us, would I have been able to collect 2 items?
Which 2 items?
A mirror and power suppressing cuffs.
We'll say that yes, in the time that it took for him to actually find out you guys were missing and then check all the places, you do get to find a mirror and another set of power suppressing cuffs. You just not have applied them yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
Jace
gonna-
always has a pair on him.
I'm gonna take the cuffs off of Jace's belt, basically. Place them on the table in front of him. Do you know
I feel like
why?
I missed something. Go ahead.
Well, 2 reasons why I wanted to talk to you alone. But I guess we'll have some kitten supervision.
Not
We
really.
would've
I gotta
had
get
that
going, guys.
regardless. Later, Spence.
See ya.
Bye. It's weird
Hati
not to
will,
be the first one to leave.
Hati will hear a whisper next to her ear. And what makes you think you can hide your actions from me?
I wasn't wrong about kitten supervision.
I'm still confused as to what the purpose behind this was.
Well,
Wait, who left?
Spence.
Spence. Okay.
Spence the player left. Spence the character is sitting outside the door trying to get in.
Going
Cat
full
style.
cat mode.
well, I promised your other half something, and I'm not entirely sure if you're able to listen in when he's out.
It's about 50-50.
Then did you hear our deal?
Something about a pack, but I don't have the full context.
Wilda is going to need a pack. That is a pack with a CK, not a CT.
Why would it be with a CT?
Because he thought I wanted to make a deal.
Oh, okay. That does make a little bit.
And it's pretty clear he wants the ability to move around. Not without you, but more freely.
I mean, I suppose that would be helpful. I don't really blame him. If he does have some advantages, thanks to the adaptations provided by really not the highest quality form to work with. He says gesturing to the legs.
But I also need you to join her pack in a different way.
He kind of tilts his head.
Which leads to the second thing. A little bit of revenge.
He remains confused.
See, Wilda was going to remain out of this. Her entire bloodline was going to remain out of this. And it was the progenitors of your bloodline that activated hers. So now, we're going to activate yours.
My what?
Your godly powers.
Didn't Jules get all of that stuff? I mean, I was aware. I didn't really have much.
That's what we're about to find out, and that's what the cuffs are for. Because these little things shut off meta-human powers. They can't touch your godly powers.
think they understand.
Plus, I bet you're curious as to whether your eyes are metahuman or godly.
That's a question I haven't figured out above board yet either.
Time to fucking figure it out, Legend. And keep in mind, taking jewels out of you will hurt like a son of a bitch. So I have to ask the question just in case that you need a stabilizer. Because you are one person. So I will be removing part of your soul.
I'm sure this is somewhat disconcerting to hear, but I am not unfamiliar with pain. My legs may not work, but that doesn't mean I don't have those nerves. They still sometimes fire off just wrong way.
I understand. But the question is, feline or canine?
What?
I'd have to put a stabilizing soul inside of you. Would you prefer a feline or a canine?
I guess canine makes more sense.
I guess you and Jules are very much alike. DM, I'm going to gently put the cuffs on him. And then place the mirror in front of him, because that's the whole reason why I brought the mirror.
As you add the cuffs onto him carefully, Jace, you do feel your sudden links to technopathy kind of muddle out, almost to a non-existent, as your power suppressor cuffs take effect. And you gaze into the mirror being presented in front of you by Hati. It seems almost. Go ahead.
Mhm.
You first.
I was going to say, in the absence of the second is that all-consuming blue. Lines that look like circuits on a circuit board have faded, and they are just brilliant blue.
Can you restart that whole sentence because you were muddling out at the very beginning?
Sorry. As he's lost his connection to his technopathy, his eyes remain that all-consuming blue where there's no sclera, no iris, just all these bright blue pupils. But in the absence of that technopathy, all of the lines that look like circuits on a circuit board have disappeared.
So you see yourself in the mirror without the power, your eyes still a radiant deep blue. And Hati, what else occurs with your particular ritual as you see see him gaze at himself into the mirror?
No, it's all dependent on what powers start or what he starts to feel with the powers that he gets from Zeus and Hera.
Well, for starters, DM, I would like to say that his legs hurt like hell. Because, as we previously discussed, the reason one half can walk and the other one isn't was entirely down to the slide.
Yes.
So with the slag muted, it's still there. He still can't walk properly, but it hurts now.
So
But outside of that, I'm going to let you describe what I'm about to send you. I'm not quite sure how to accurately describe the idea I'm about to send. Infinity.
I am waiting with open arms, and as I'm waiting, I shall read out some hashtags in order to catch us
With
up.
arms wide open.
Jesus wants a hug.
Making the DM, Cackle, Greg, and Legend, and again. Hashtag Dahlia on the moth on the on Dahlia on that moth on the shade of a lamp energy. You didn't even spell energy right. You're turning me. Hashtag Dahlia can't get to Rowan because death can't touch Rowan. Thank you, thank you. Hashtag Rowan has caused a lot of death. Not sure if that works. Hashtag death has a restraining order of Rowan. Hashtag that tracks. Hashtag might be her patron. Hashtag Rowan did not pay child support. Hashtag do Death and Rowan play craps on the weekends. Hashtag poker. Hashtag roulette. Hashtag with a Glock. Hashtag American, Russian, or French roulette. Hashtag Glocks are too cheap. 1911 at the minimum. 1911. Why can't I not just hashtag Mutt World Wars? Mutt Mutt War. Oh, Muttu World Wars. Why can't I not read that? But two World Wars. Hashtag Death and Rowan playing Russian roulette with flintlocks. Oof. Hashtag about the same odds as a modern revolver when you account for misfires. Hashtag with cannons. Hashtag with Civil War era cannons. Hashtag one Husfire. What's one Hus fireworks share? Oh, one Hus fireworks share.
On who? But
Hashtag.
you're close enough. One who's
Thank you. One
fireworks
who's.
here.
There's no apostrophe there for the single ownership.
I can't put them in there. They're not in hashtags. I'm sorry.
Why are they not in it? Hashtag 1 in 37 chance of going to the moon in pieces. Hashtag Eldritch Horror from Beyond the Stars to assassinate a god. Hashtag holy shit, is that a teenager? Hashtag they gave superpowers to a bunch of angsty teenagers. Run. Hashtag if we are the genetic token kids of the old Saturday morning cartoon, does that make Spencer token black kid? Hashtag Jace the token disabled kid. Hashtag Transy is the relatable white kid that obviously leads the group, as is the ways of Sunday morning cartoons. Hashtag Rowan has been a teenager so many times. Hashtag my life as a teenage warlord. Hashtag that time I chose to be reincarnated as a child because I was bored. Hashtag the time I launched a missile at their leader of the United Nations and left a playing card on his corpse for the vine. Hashtag Dolly the Doctor Queen. Hashtag try to take open like a can of tuna. Hashtag more like Shogun. Hashtag bullet to the head of the demons. Hashtag why were they etched with a devil trap? Hashtag doggo soul. Oh my goodness. Jace, as you stare deeply, it doesn't hit you as strongly as you would hope. However, it feels like you're slowly pulling towards yourself. One word seems to echo to you as you ponder over it, over the people, over the objects you've made, over the times you've had to rework certain plans to make it less less unattractive, more in favor of how things go for you and your view of justice and good. Single word starts to roll off your tongue as you ponder about how everything goes right for an alternate version of you, how your how you, their divinity has not been hindered. You ponder about how everything seems to be working against you in your time. As you worry that everything tied to you that you try to do seems to work opposite or try to. But in understanding how this sensation feels, you understand it grows into your mind of what your divinity might be trying to convince you to do more so than be. Influence echoes through your being.
I'm not quite sure how it works exactly, but I think I know what it is verbally, at least.
And what's that?
And he repeats as he just kind of pieced together. I'm pretty sure it's influence. Although I
Despite the,
go ahead.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No,
Despite the
you go
cuffs
ahead.
on your, despite the cuffs on your hand, you do feel that utterance of words seem to echo in your chest and reverberate, giving you a slight warmth. And as you lift up your hand, it seems the cuffs, while following suit, feel a little bit more looser at that point.
He doesn't take them off. He just kind of accepts the feeling for the moment, trying to get a better understanding of what it means. However, DM, I will let you describe this above board to the others, how you feel is most appropriate given what I've given you. Because I feel like your definition will better fit what you want to work for your setting.
So, Jace, uh, y- your hold on, you're claiming influence as part of your divinity,
Correct.
influence over people, over things, meaning how you lead them, how you convince them, how you imprint upon them.
Correct.
As we agreed, this seems most evident in Moneyman Jace, his ability to somehow stumble into success, no matter how hard he tries to go against it. For
I
you,
think
you somehow
I think this might be a good way to describe it. Jace is effectively a sorcerer that has been gaslit into thinking he's a wizard by Himmel.
Okay. Fair.
His thing is influencing other people and physically influencing the things around him through his force of personality. And he has had his force of personality diminished to the point that he is Jace. Meanwhile, Moneyman Jace has not been diminished even a little bit, and he has full ego, full charisma, and so everything just kind of works. He's playing with the right build.
right.
Too bad everything he does fails in the favor of the people he's trying not to
That-
help.
That's actually something we figured out with this divinity. That's not necessarily what's happening. He's succeeding at the things he's doing. It's just that good things are happening as a result, seemingly to justify him doing the bad thing in the first place. The world around him is being influenced to believe he was always in the right because it looks like he was the right in hindsight.
Which can now be can now be worked on in order for Jace to start emulating that, separate from his Slack powers.
Unfortunately, what we also determined from what the DM just described is that while the slag is active, my divinity seems to be working actively in reverse, where it is actively making things worse for me all the time. I'm getting bullied by my parents. I'm getting bullied by my powers. I'm getting bullied by my surrogate father figure. Just having a great time, old Jason.
Jace would have divinity. I want to plant a garden. Can succeed in planting a garden. Jace with slag powers. I want to plant a garden. Why build a garden when you can make robots that make a garden? The robots have destroyed the field. Hey, can't make a garden without tilling the land. They literally burnt everything.
At
Way
least they
too
put in the
efficient.
fertilizer, right? All salts. Oh, okay.
All salt. And so, yeah, that is how you're able to view it. That's why, or at least that's what you figure.
I'll let you decide, Kage, how Hati interprets this. Although I will say this is probably why when the slag reconfigures and he goes from Jace to Jules, Jules is like a handsome, charismatic little prick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jules is running the right build. Moneyman Jace is running the right build. Jace is a Windows computer running on Linux.
So, Hati, you've been given your given a response from Jace.
So how will you deal with the fact that your powers seem to be working against you, based on what Wilda knows?
I guess when it's important, I'll need to wear the cuffs. Maybe I can make them into little bracelets or something that I can turn on and off. I don't know. It's worth a shot. I mean, I don't want to actively hinder my friends. That's the worst case scenario.
And at the mention of friends, as you look back and see the paw that was trying to claw in retreat and hearing pattering, we will call it the session here as the camera prepares to flicker back over towards the spiritual realm so we can guide our allies. Yes.
I would like to have one last thing before we call it, at least for audience purposes and for the purposes of the other players.
Yes.
With this revelation that because of the slag, his powers have been actively working against him and making his situation worse no matter what happens, Jace is starting to wonder if his parents actually hate him or if his powers make his parents hate him. And he doesn't know which would be worse.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's pretty fucked up.
And for that, say goodnight, everybody, as we leave them on that wee bit of a downer tone. Good night. Get some good rest.
Bye.
Don't let the tears drown you in the sleep.
Right.